Here's Johnny.
Chucky for sure was it for me. Yeah, it was something about the little guy just nipping at your ankles, man. It's just like, technically everybody felt like they could just like kick him and go away, but it was something creepy about just the little thing that's just coming after you or whatever. Yeah, I think that was it for me.
Been very naughty, Miss Kettlewell.
At the age of like 8 or 9, I saw Deliverance. Watching Ned Beatty getting buggered in the woods got to me. Not that I knew what sodomy was then, or that was what I was watching, but it did make me scared of going camping for like at least a couple of days.
The GIMP scene in Pulp Fiction I saw when I was like 10.
Bring out the GIMP.
That's why I am the way that I am.
I remember being really scared by The Shining when I was a kid. I watched it too young, and I remember like those little twin girls in the hallway and the guy in the bear suit, and like my brain just couldn't handle those images. Were way too terrifying, and I remember it giving me nightmares for a long time. It's an incredible movie.
I mean, I love The Shining now. I mean, I think that's got to be one of the great movies of all time, let alone scary movies. Yeah, Jack Nicholson has given me nightmares, I'm sure, on many occasions. Still does.
Here's Johnny.
It. Yeah, quick answer. It was the first time I saw Pennywise standing there in the gutter. It was pretty...
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think Ed Norton in American History X, when he's just in such a rage, beating the black dude up outside his face, and he puts his mouth on the curb. And that shot of him, like, just stomping down on the dude, I was like, that is some other level of mind-blowing moment.
Jaws, to this day, continues to mess me up. Every time I'm out in the ocean, I can always see my legs from underneath and the music comes into my head.
Jaws, when Quentin dies. Yeah, that part just makes me, like, cringe every time I watch it. It's just... because he did such a good job at dying.
Large Marge. Pee Wee Herman's Great Adventure. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman gets into a Mack truck with an old trucker lady, and she looks at him and goes, "Blah!" and her eyes jump out in the claymation thing. It's so rudimentary, but man, it gave me the fear. Still does.
The first Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween. You gotta remember, this had never been done before. The POV of looking through the windows had never happened, and that was terrifying at the time. It was groundbreaking. No one had ever done that before.
To Serve Man, the Twilight Zone episode, actually made me throw out my dinner, and it was mac and cheese, my favorite, because I was so sick to my stomach.
Her Majesty's Secret Service. There was one thing where they're on that downhill ski thing, and one guy skis into a snowblower, and then all this bloody snow shoots out the top, and then he's like...
He had lots of guts!
And I was just like, it just traumatized me. I mean, for years and years and years. 'Cause first of all, it was just like horrifying to think that somebody got ground up, but secondly, then somebody was like making a pithy joke about it. It just sort of, it ruined my faith in humanity for a while.
Outer Limits, an episode called The Mutant with Warren Oates, that he plays a guy with a bald head and giant eyes. He removes his glasses and he has these giant eyes, and I started screaming, and my brother put me to bed. He zippered my crib shut. And then in the middle of the night, we had these rubber fried eggs that you used to buy in a magician's shop. And he put on my mother's stocking, and he came over the crib with those eggs and that, and I just exploded in pee. Like,